This is 2 Minutes Together, a ministry of Central Lutheran Church, Eugene, Oregon. I'm Vicar Ben. This week, we celebrate Reformation Sunday as we honor the legacy of the Reformation over 500 years ago, of Martin Luther's catharsis, reading the book of Romans and discovering grace, that he was saved not by how hard he tried to be righteous before God, but instead by God's loving embrace of him, by God who has come to us and not asking humans to find perfection, but instead embracing that humans are sinful and that God has solved that in Christ. Luther, this was an amazing revelation to him, that he had tried and failed to be so perfect, but that God loved him anyway. He found this in the book of Romans. What's amazing is that Luther's revelation, of course, caused all kinds of conflict and all kinds of division, but Paul's letter to Rome was actually to try to solve division over a divided community. Paul wanted to say, after all, there is no distinction, because all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But the point was, there is no distinction. Before God, all people come to God in the same way. All people are one before God. Now, in order to address that, he does so by embracing that there is a larger spiritual problem in the world that everyone's equally involved in. There is no spiritual distinction between, in Paul's case, those Jewish Christians and those Gentile Christians. They're all the same. But what Paul didn't say was that, so therefore there is no such thing as differences anymore, and you're all just the same. Instead, Paul's, well, those people who are Jewish Christians remain Jewish Christians. Those who are Gentile Christians remain Gentile Christians. Those coming from different backgrounds remain with different backgrounds. But he's saying there is a way to live and be Christ in the world that can embrace all of that. There can be tension. There can be conflict. But there is also love. And Christ's unity can bring us together. That can be hard to hear when we're in conflict and when we're in pain. But Paul's message that Luther saw was that Christ's love embraces all. And the hard part for us is how that can empower us to reach toward one another in love and to be able to embrace one another, even when indeed we do have deep disagreements. The one thing Paul never does is gives up on his churches. He continually writes. He continually engages, even when he's in radical disagreement with them. I think there's a lesson in that for all of us. The ability to continue to be in relationship together, even when it can be hard. This is 2 Minutes Together. I'm Vicar Ben.